Hi friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin', and I am thrilled that you're here with me today for another card class. This is day one of my card class, and we are going to make 5 cards over the next few days, and there's a special host code for this class. When you place a $50 online order with me, you will actually get all 5 card kits completely free in the mail from me. And I mail them the week after the class ends. You only have 5 days to place your order though, and you have to use the special host code that's on the screen right here. So make sure you use that special host code, and we're just gonna jump in and start this class. So my first card is, well, all of the cards I should say are going to use the beautiful Thistle bundle. So really pretty stamp set and dies. And I know there's a lot of people that probably saw this in the catalog at first and was like, that is ugly. I've never really thought of thistle as a beautiful flower, but when you see a field full of it, it really is. In fact, thistle can come in a lot of different colors, and I, for whatever reason, was really drawn to this stamp set. I think because it has a really large floral that I can make a focal, which is what I like. I think that's why I like it. By the way, you're going to hear my dogs running in and out. Their collars are chingling, and barking, probably some barking. If I were to wait till all the things were perfect in this world to film these videos for you, it would never happen. So we're just going with it. All right, so we're going to make our first card. I'm going to set this aside. We are using a supporting actor in this particular card. We are going to use the framed florets dies. So you'll see those. Now these will be die cut for you. I do want to say that if the card kit requires die cutting or stamping from this set, it's not going to be done for you. So if you get your card kit and you're like, why don't I have a stamped flower with a die cut in the kit? It's because that's actually against Stampin' Up! Policy. I cannot do that. So I could die cut pieces, but then you still would need the stamp. So these items, I will try to make sure to say what's included in the kit and not included in the kit as we go along. All right, so we're going to start out with a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock. Your card bases will all be included in your kits. Your kits will come with all your card bases. They also come with envelopes, so you don't have to worry about an envelope either, unless the card is a weird size, in which case you do have to create your own envelope. But if it's a standard size card, which in the US is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, then it's included. So there's our card base. And then we have a little 1 inch by 5 1/2 inch strip of neutral designer series paper. And this is in not Coastal Cabana, Night of Navy. And we're going to go ahead and adhere this to our card base. This will be included in your kit. So you'll get this little strip. Basically everything's included unless I say it's not. Let's put it like that. That's probably easier. So we're going to just add this down. And then the other thing that you're going to get is a really cute pack of embellishments to embellish all your cards with. And I'll show you that here at the end of this video. So you'll want to stick around to see that. Now, if you are interested in the project sheet for this, there is one over on my blog. I do not provide a PDF for these card classes because they are very simple, for the most part, cards that don't require a whole lot of thinking and extra. They're just kind of layers, right? So we don't generally provide PDFs for cards that are real simple. So, but we give you a project sheet so you have the measurements. This little strip of Night of Navy is 1/4 inch by 5 1/2 inches. I've got this little design piece here from the stamp set, and I'm using Coastal Cabana ink, and I'm just going to go in and stamp randomly here and there in the background, and I can see that my Coastal Cabana ink needs to be re-inked. This mostly is going to get covered, but I just wanted to add a little bit of extra interest and dimension in the background. Okay, so then we have our little frame piece here, and this piece is going to get glued onto your card base. And I'm just going to add adhesive around the edges. And then we will glue it down kind of just in the center. There's a little something under the, I think a little chunk of glue there. All right, now we're gonna do a little more stamping. So I'm gonna grab my Night of Navy ink. And we're going to use the sentiment that says, there is something beautiful in every day. And I'm just gonna grab and stamp this really quick just to make sure that see, this probably needs to be re-inked too, but we're gonna be able to get away with it. There's something beautiful in every day. And then to add this to the card base, we're actually going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm gonna pop these up on the card. Or I should have said on the oval. And then this will get centered, just like so. And then we've got a piece of scrap cardstock here, and I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to ink up this flower and stamp it down. And then we are going to do a little bit of coloring. Now, thistle, like I said earlier, can come in lots of different colors. I actually did a Google search before I started this class to kind of learn a little bit more about thistle and like what it looked like. Some of it has kind of like sagey stems. Some of it's really green with the stem. Most of it has a really bright purple top, and this part would be green. Some of it is red. Yellow. There's been lots of different colors. So we're going to start with fresh freesia, the dark fresh freesia, and I'm just going to go into the center of this thistle with the dark, and then I'm going to color out from there with the light. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of Night of Navy in the center, just to kind of like darken this up just right in the center. And I'm just kind of like going out from there. And then I'll go back in with the dark fresh freesia to kind of blend that out. And then that just gives us a really pretty kind of dark center. And then we will color this part. Now, this is the light granny apple green. So I'm just going to cover everything down here with the light. I can hear my little dog in here that's in here with me. He almost never leaves my side. His name is Buddy, and I can hear him snoring. I don't know. I don't think you guys can hear him. You probably can hear my heater running though, because it is a little chilly. Okay, and then I'm going to use dark granny apple, and I'm going to go in and add just a touch to the bottom of these leaves. Now, if this feels too tedious to you, you certainly don't have to do it. I really enjoy coloring. It is like my love language for card making. I love alcohol-based markers. So for me, this is enjoyable, other than the fact that I'm having a hard time seeing it because I really need to go get progressive lenses in my glasses, but that's a discussion for another day. So I'm just doing little dots of the darker color right underneath each leaf. So, as my friend Kelly says, the way you know where to put your shadows is where any 2 points meet or one object lays over another object. There would be a shadow there. So that is how you know where to shade. Okay, Now I'm going to grab my die. We're going to put it over the top of this. Now this piece will not be provided for you. Most people have some sort of white cardstock hanging around their craft room, and since we've shared with you the stamp set that you will need and the dies for this class, you can purchase this and die cut this part. But the good news is it's a flower, right? So if you have any other flowers or any other items in your craft room stash, you can obviously substitute this piece out very, very easily. The sentiment could be different. This flower could be a different flower. You do not obviously have to use what I'm using. So, you know, make it your own. If you don't want to buy this set, it's not your favorite, that's okay. But this is what I'm using because I think it's really pretty. All right, so now we are going to, isn't that gorgeous? Isn't it amazing how like it can just make the whole card pretty? Because it's kind of blah, right? But then you add this and it's like, what? Gorgeous. So we have that, and then we have to get our embellishments. Hold on, hang with me, hang with me. So these are the adhesive backed milky dots. And my plan is to include these embellishments in your kit. But I want to say a disclaimer. If for some reason these are unavailable or on back order at the time of this card class, then they will be replaced with a different embellishment. So just know that. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Obviously, I can only plan so far ahead. So again, my hope is that they'll be available. If for some reason they're not, you'll get a different embellishment. So we're just gonna go ahead and add. Now this is when you place a $50 online order, by the way. So you need to place a $50 online order with me in the 5-day frame. It's on this, it'll be on the screen and it'll be below the video. And I will send these embellishments and all 5 of the card kits to you free as a thank you gift. Okay, and so I have a weird thing about odd numbers. So I can't do 4 embellishments. I have to do 5. So we're just gonna add, you know what, we're gonna add this one right here. All right, so that's it. That is this whole card. I hope you come back tomorrow for the next card in this series. These are super cute, super simple, great all around everyday cards. You know, February is kind of a weird time of the year for card making because, you know, Valentine's is already kind of past, and then Easter's a little bit away. So anyway, so these cards are all going to just be like everyday use cards, which are perfect to have in our stash. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.